What drink has sparked revolutions, shaped empires, and fueled quiet mornings for over 1,000 years? Not coffee. Tea. A simple leaf that changed the map, and our daily habits. Today we're tracing tea's journey, from Chinese monasteries and Zen practice, to the Boston Tea Party, to global trade routes and factory breaks. It's a history steeped in calm and conflict. Our story starts in ancient China. Legend says Emperor Shen Nong discovered tea when leaves blew into his boiling water. Real or not, people in China were drinking tea by the first millennium. Monks loved it. Tea kept them awake during long meditation. In Tang and Song China, tea culture grew fast. Poems, art, and the first tea handbook by Lu Yu, the tea classic. From China, tea traveled with monks and traders to Japan. There, it became part of Zen life and the tea ceremony, a quiet ritual of focus, respect, and simple beauty. Meanwhile, trade winds carried tea west. The Portuguese and Dutch brought it to Europe in the 1600s. At first it was rare, expensive, and considered almost medical. Then Britain fell in love. Tea houses opened. Sugar from the Caribbean sweetened the cup. By the 1700s, tea drinking was a daily habit across classes, from drawing rooms to dockyards. Tea wasn't just a drink, it was a business model. The British East India Company controlled imports, prices, and supply. Smuggling boomed because taxes were high. Enter the Tea Act of 1773. It gave the company a monopoly in the American colonies. Colonists saw it as a power move, a tax trap dressed as a discount. On a cold night in Boston, protesters boarded ships and dumped chests of tea into the harbor. The Boston Tea Party didn't end a caffeine habit, it lit a fuse for the American Revolution. After losing the colonies, Britain doubled down on Asia. Tea plantations spread in Assam and later Ceylon, now Sri Lanka. The empire chased climate, soil, and labor to grow more leaves. Clipper ships raced tea to London. The faster the ship, the fresher the tea, the higher the price. Speed was profit, and tea set the pace for maritime innovation. There's a darker chapter. To balance the silver spent on Chinese tea, Britain pushed opium into China. The Opium Wars cracked open ports and reshaped trade, at a huge human cost. By the 1800s, tea was global. In Russia, samovars warmed homes and train cars. In India, strong black tea met milk and spices. Hello, chai. In Britain, tea time split the workday. The Industrial Revolution ran on steam, steel, and tea breaks. A hot, cheap, safe drink gave workers energy and a pause. Culture and labor met in a simple cup. From monks to markets to movements, tea kept shaping lives far beyond the kitchen. Tea bags were an accident. In the early 1900s, a tea seller sent samples in small silk bags. Customers dunked them as is, and loved the convenience. Iced tea went mainstream after a hot day at the 1904 World's Fair in St. Louis. A vendor poured hot tea over ice to save sales. Cold crisis, cool solution. Green, oolong, and black tea come from the same plant, Camellia sinensis. The difference is how the leaves are processed and oxidized. Matcha is powdered green tea whisked into water. Because you drink the leaf itself, it's bold in taste and caffeine, a monk-approved power-up. Bubble tea, born in Taiwan in the 1980s, mixed tea, milk, and chewy tapioca. It turned tea into a global dessert trend with endless flavors. Tea helped public health. Boiling water for tea killed germs. In many cities before safe plumbing, tea was a cleaner option than raw water. So how did tea change history? It focused minds in monasteries, funded empires, sparked protest, and shaped daily routines from London to Tokyo. It's a reminder that small rituals can move big events. A leaf met hot water, and the world brewed trade, conflict, culture, and comfort. If this steeped story hit the spot, tap like, hit subscribe, and ring the bell. Tell us in the comments, what's your tea style? Green, black, chai, or bubble? And which food history should we sip next?